Hello everyone, here we are for another episode on Honkai Star Rail. This time, welcome to patch 2.5. So yeah, things happen. Okay, we have some nice events and good rewards. No idea what the hell all of this is. Still more? Holy shit. Better just sign up. Could try and go for it. I don't play enough to actually know the game. So let's see the message from Ratio. Hmm. Hmm. Is it because of an update on the simulated universe or divergent universe? Okay. So. Sorry, sleepy. And tired after work. Thank you. Just slip some rewards in my pocket, just like that. Okay. Hey, talking about pockets. Oh, shoot. Straight to pull for her. I thought about going for Kafka. But let's try to get her. She seems to do fine with follow-up attacks. So her ultimate is with a point system, like I can ult. She cannot ult with energy. She ults when she gets 6 points every 2 attacks. Gain 1 point every 2 attacks by light targets. So follow-up teams look decent with her. How deep am I, by the way? I am at 26 out of 90. So I'm not even sure I can get her now. Anyways, let's try. And by the way, 40-50-50. I was afraid that I didn't start the recording, but I did. I hope to get at least one Moza. Moza. Zamo. Luca. He's a healer. I have a tendency to forget that. Would suit better like a destruction character. But well. Ugh. Maybe I could get my Asta to E6. Would make her a bit more useful on my full fire team. Firefly, Gallagher, Asta, Himeko. It's not a bad team, honestly. And you can go against everything. Because the talent from Firefly applies it. Applies fire weakness. I even got light cone. Why not? Oh, 2 Astas! That was nice. Grizzle has break effect by 28. No, their ultimate increase crit rate, lasting for 2 turns. Why not? Just curious. So, Moza obviously got 0 off. I need 1 Asta. That's huge. That's actually fucking huge. So I need 1 Asta, 4 Luca, and 7 Moza. Right there. Doesn't it... Didn't it change? There? The warp wasn't on this place. And this neither. Neither this was. Anyways. So yeah. Oh, what? Okay. So 2 temples, I'm on 46. Now depending on the number I got. I think it's the first time I actually... Let me guess, another Yangqing. I think it's the first time I got a 5-star without being by the 90 pulls. I take it. Let's see what I got. Holy shit! Fine. Fine. Okay, so... I count after. Okay. E1 Bronya is nice, because she can give you back a skill point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. So... 7 out of 90, without 50-50. 7, 90. Gonna put this here. Actually, I think it was the first 5-star from a 50-50 that I am happy with. Beautiful. Thank you, game. Did I, by the way, did I got a 5-star before the 90? Before I got a Mose? I don't even know what it does. I just want one for the collection. The only 4-star I do not have is Sampo, which is fitting. Okay, I need 3 more Lucas. 46. For a second I thought the ticket was glowing. When you see the ticket with this kind of like rainbowish texture around it, when he flies and is about there, it's a 5-star. Go watch when I pull for Bronya. You see the ticket do like this and this. When he's doing this first curve is just shiny. Okay, I need 2 Lucas, and 1 Asta, and 1 Mose. Really? Subscribe for more. Okay. How do you do? Basic attack and skill, deal more damage. This effect increases by an extra and the current... Oh, so if you use that, and you can use ult, but you don't. I wonder how this reacts with ultimates that require charges, not energy. If it counts always as 0, or when it's full when the stacks are full, or it doesn't count at all, or it always counts. Curious about it. But well, it's a beautiful day because I got my Bronya. So I don't need to get her anymore. Nice. Look at this.
The future of Belobog shines
50% chance to recover a skill point. It's big. Using the skill, target ally, speed increase. It's kinda whatever. You don't really want the ally to be faster than Bronya though. After any other ally character is basic attack on an enemy. Talent weakness, Bronya immediately this is a follow-up attack. What? A talent gives her a follow-up attack? Okay. The duration of the damage boost placed by the skill in the ally increases by one turn. It's kinda whatever. But this is big. Luca. I got 1 and a 2. I need 2 Lucas. 1 of this and a Mose that didn't fucking show up. God damn it. Anyway, 10 minutes in and let's have a bit of fun with the new story. Let's go there.
Fantastic store.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Come on in, Master. So
Oh yeah, a Trailblazer is the other one. Same thing there. My full fire team. Maybe Himeko is better. Where is the team I usually use? The hell? Oops. That's the team I use on the simulated universe, and it's probably the best team I can get overall.
As we reunite in this venture, let's hope the fates grant us both.
There you are, I was
what
looking
we
for
seek.
her. Let's talk to the kid. After... Anyways.
seriously, when is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for
She's behind.
ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Need the cookie. Oops.
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance. There you are. I heard you and Mr. Dan Hung went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately,
Just to
we were
refresh your
protected by the
mind about what
guards until
happened.
the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
The Borison traveled all the way here to infiltrate the Lafu, and attempt to rescue their leader with a crafty scheme. This is completely unlike them. To be honest, it reminds me of what the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. At present, all 3 generals are on guard, and taking action to hunt down the fugitives, and the mastermind behind it all, in order to prevent further trouble. However, if these Borison can disguise themselves as Foxians, where do we even begin to search for them? Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the Ringmaster. The security of the Lafu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a Ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hoolay will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Yes. I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fei Shao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and
It
this
is.
way too much for me.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those Borison spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hoolay on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulay's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Jiao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Jiao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borison abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borison were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hoolay loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
You need to be
Like I
patient.
said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the Shackling prison?
Hoolay made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the Shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that he and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borison have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulay's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Arch is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the Shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong.
So, Yun Li, what do you think we should do?
Well... I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach. The first are the many travelers.
Not talking much, you're used to it. Just focus on the story.
If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? might be terrified and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hoolay's escape and your discovery of Borison's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hoolay actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
He's not gone.
That's why I called the two of you here. Of course, I'll do my part, but not on the Sky Splitter.
General Huayan, are you asking me to
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa.
Exactly.
How can an outsider represent the Luofu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Luofu a laughingstock.
Nope.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate
Exactly.
in the ceremony.
Yeah, we are far bigger
Miss
than
March is a
just the
disciple of the
Luofu.
little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
We control Lingsha. Really? She's gonna be the 5-star in the next patch.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the Shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So,
I like the temporarily
I'm taking over
unavailable.
her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I, and the two behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hoolay has escaped, and the Yao Qing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hoolay herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hoolay was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yao Qing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence. According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borisin in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borisin to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So back in time?
In other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
General, which general?
The formula and technique seem oddly familiar.
Oh, wait, Sanctus Pendicus, yeah.
Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they use, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borisin's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously.
Your basic attack looks good.
Of the medicine in my sense. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borisin.
Well, Heathen, I'm still waiting for the day that someone's gonna let something slip like that. A bit to the left, it's weird. It goes kinda far, honestly. Ah yeah, Kafka got changed.
No dirty tricks allowed.
Allow me to...
What does she do? Deal damage. Damage and restore. Damage to all enemies and at the same time restore. And Fuyan advance. Okay. Fuyan advance. Increase right damage, taken by enemies, fire damage, search for allies. Using skill, summon, Fuyan taking action, was follow-up attack. So it considers a follow-up attack. Minor fire damage, single random doesn't. Both toughness greater than 0 and fair weakness spells on power, free store HP. Skill and ult. Okay, not bad. Where is Fuyan? There you are. So Fuyan doesn't spawn.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Destiny is apparent.
Ill tidings manifest.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Be of your body and mind.
Easy, Numby.
That deals no damage. But Fuyan stays.
Watch your head.
She really is a support.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borisin possesses. This is likely the work of Hoolay.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borisin truly that formidable?
I have lived a
He
bit
is
longer and
strong.
engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Linshaw.
Really strong from what we know.
To the
Really
Alliance,
strong.
Boris
Almost to the point that
always
it's absurd.
produced formidable adversaries. And Hoolay is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hoolay united numerous Borisin packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions.
Borisin Abominations of Abundance? What?
7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hoolay appeared. Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupatoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hoolay with her frost blade, the outcome
He's
of
talking
the
about
battle could have been
forgot her
very
name.
different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The Crimson Moon.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Jumi, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. And nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Lafu kept this tumor for so long.
I don't like the
Which is
way she
terrible
talks.
situation we're facing now.
She like this.
People of the Lafu are known
It's
for
not
their kindness.
Honkai Star Rail like.
Even when faced
The
with
break she
malignant
takes
tumor
between
with
words.
alchemy commission,
Alchemy
bring
commission.
themselves to cut it out.
You know, she breaks.
Instead, they exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Jumi.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Linshaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hoolay was only imprisoned, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Yeah, as we go. An unsolved puzzle.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a Borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
All these Borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borisin disguised as members of the Skyframe Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position of power. Let's search elsewhere.
Ah. Wait. Oh no, it's that way.
Incense ascends, entwined with...
Make a wish.
The puzzle is in front of me? Maybe up there. Yeah, possibly up there. That's a bigger one.
Yen Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
It has their scent, so it makes sense, no?
Just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became accomplices.
Watch out!
Yeah, just to give the player a bit of action.
Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line. Your body and mine.
Yeah, Kafka would be nicer. Okay, I use this.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. Head your
Market is unpredictable.
Nice. I waited well enough for her. That just takes too long. Should I?
Ill fate descends.
Eh.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the
Fuck
waters
it.
lies an endless abyss.
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the filth.
Gonna wait for Nambi.
It can still move. It means it wasn't damaged enough. Let's make sure it never moves
Everything in
again.
this world is bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 1 HP.
What do you want to know? Ill tidings manifest.
Okay.
You haven't answered my question about why Hoolay was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing, General. You've been...
The reason why the Marshal didn't use Hoolay on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hoolay's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech?
Even without that, if they would just knew in general about a huge beast like that, it's gonna be studied and... Well, bad things, you know.
Some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borison did, so...
Exactly. While Borison see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse in their bloodline.
Sorry for that.
Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borison control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hoolay was not only the warhead of the Borison, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hoolay thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hoolay and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Makes sense.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Lafu that served as a warning to future generations.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hoolay and the Xianzhou Lafu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Lafu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dun Han, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions.
Don't remember the name, but like,
The
where you
six
get the Echo of
charioteers
War.
decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a Cauldron Master. Until
That might be the final boss.
If that's
The
case,
entity
I should
behind all
thank you
this.
for protecting my mentor, exiling her, General.
quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It doesn't matter
Blah blah
which
blah
side
blah
you
blah blah blah
choose,
blah
Miss
blah.
Lynch.
See? As expected. Why did she stop running all of a sudden? The fuck?
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of attackers. The other attackers, aside from the Borison, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used Cloud Hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
Yeah, I remember.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Lynch?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this. Additionally, the fact that the Borison need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identity
Bailu? What? No, just kidding.
requires someone with significant authority.
She's a Vidyadhara? A Vidyadhara? Vidyadhara? She's, in a way, the Eye Elder. She's a medic. Bailu?
They aim to
Why?
spread chaos.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager, who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus
Fantalia, yeah.
ultimately leading to the ambrosial.
I believe she is the thing behind all this.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a
So, what's your...
I'll
Kill everyone.
invitation to the Preceptor.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'd like to hear their explanation.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Lingshaw. The internal affairs of the Vidyadhara should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will...
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hoolay was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
It's funny. You say Rainbow's blessings, with like rainbow, with a different...
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective.
What is he doing there?
The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make
Yeah, mix it with something else.
Mouth with the green peppers and cook them alive in a pot.
Would work.
You have quite the sense of humor.
Would work too.
I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process. So you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of...
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise,
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the
It's
meat
one of the
overpowers
million
the
ways you
taste
can do
of the
this.
peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
You can make risotto with it.
just boil your tongue in this hot pot. I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the loft.
Jing Liu, yeah.
Well, she did come.
She is the ice one that defeated Hoolay for the first time.
Fortunately, do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord
Blah, blah, blah,
Hoolay
blah, blah, blah.
to see Boris and his savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou? But in fact, we know. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
He was the one trying to save him.
A temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hoolay.
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
Hoolay. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borison's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting. Tell me, Mock Talk. Is he speaking the truth?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief. She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
Oh my god.
Bested you, Mock Talk. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart,
in our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mongus, who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
this prophet, Mongus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality. And the
Arfantilia.
that the Foxian General of the Yao Qing would take you to her ship during the Lafu's war dance. And that would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here.
That was the first step of the plan. What a
Once
moron.
the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Law Fu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hoolay. I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Lafu is distracted by the stupid war dance. So this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, the revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only path she has prepared. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiaoqiu, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub, Moktok?
No, I've never heard anything like that.
Just a little pre-hunt entertainment. Don't you want to run away? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always
He's shitting on him.
turn to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
Can finish the episode there. Would be good. 1 hour long. So well, with that said guys, thank you one more time for being there with me for another episode. What? Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Anyways. We see each other for the next one, and until then, consider leaving a comment, a like on the video if you like it, or a dislike it if you didn't. But never forget about this. Stay the way you are, you're amazing, and see you guys.